All right, hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to the Cup Chasers podcast. It is round two of the summer 21st century's best bracket challenge. That is quite a mouthful. And we're got the results in. We've got a brand new bracket. It's up on, it'll be up on Instagram simultaneously with this video. Don't forget to vote out there in all socials. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you know when these videos are coming out. Get that little bell on and go ahead and like the video, of course. And all right, round two. Perfect. We'll keep it rolling. Next up, we've been talking about him all night long. It's the GOAT himself, Leo Messi, versus soon-to-be teammate, once again, Mr. Sergio Busquets.
It's messy.
Busquets gets the bullet.
Catches the wrath of the bracket gods.
La Poga, just absolutely.
The same way he got outshined when they announced Messi on the same night as him. Oh, there's other guys here too. Is the same way he gets outshined right now. The same way he got outshined, where Busquets actually played well. For some reason, they didn't mark him in that game at all. It's like just let him pass the ball wherever he was, and they just let him pass. But who got all the love? Busquets had a great game, but Messi got all the love. Same thing. Same thing.
Just like,
Hey, I'm so over it.
yeah, I mean, if MLS teams are gonna look past Busquets,
then my theory is true, and they will absolutely make the playoffs.
they're gonna make a resurgence from last place to first place. You know, especially if they get. Did I see that Iniesta was gonna go and Jordi Alba's gonna go?
Wait, Iniesta?
Yeah.
Iniesta, Jordi Alba, and Suarez. Suarez is supposed to pay out his contract to go.
And Luis Suarez. They're rebuilding Barca. They're rebuilding Barca 09.
It's the Barca retirement club.
Three designated players. I'm
It's the
trying to figure out the
Barcelona Country Club. That's what Miami FC is now. It's the Barcelona Country Club.
If Neymar shows up in Miami,
no.
If we get Suarez, Neymar, Messi again,
you got the MSN. Let's go.
If MSN comes back in the retirement home.
Well, the funny part is Neymar would destroy the MLS.
Oh, dude,
he would destroy it.
Yeah,
like he's still in his prime.
Yeah, he's still
28, 29.
It'd be dumb for him to come to MLS right now, but yeah. Sorry about you, Busquets. That's what
catches one straight to the chin.
That one goes. Yeah, I mean it hardly needs to be said, but Busquets definitely a leader, definitely in his later years the captain of Barca, so he's definitely got that presence. But
I think he gets. Me personally, I think he gets overlooked.
It's the longevity. It's because he's been there for so long. It's been like.
But I mean, also what he does is so unassuming.
And Iniesta and Messi, and we're talking about Suarez and Neymar, and he's just back there, just doing his thing. You know,
nobody appreciates
things.
Right.
You know, he.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a similar matchup to the last one, right?
Yeah.
You would love to have Busquets in the midfield. You would love to have him as as your deep lying guy, but the X factor that Messi brings is just, the X factor that Ronaldinho brings is just puts it on another level.
It's generational, right?
I mean, as far as just the one game, as far as the bracket, as far as winning the Champions League tomorrow, it's just like
Messi scoring 5.
Yeah, he's gonna bring some magic. Busquets
and then have 5. He's gonna have 5 PKs on top of that. So it's gonna be, you get the PK factor, the VAR factor, and the Messi factor. So you're perfectly fine. You're gonna win the game.
Yeah. Fair enough. Absolutely. Well, yeah, there you have it. Messi through to the next one. Alrighty, next up, keep it rolling here. Mr. Wayne Rooney has advanced next to Thomas Muller.
Thomas, all day.
I don't know about all day.
No,
You
all
you
day.
gave that answer
All
really
day.
quick.
All day, all day. One, I hate Man United. I'm never gonna. My vote's never gonna swing that way. Don't care. No how, no way. No, Thomas Muller is beyond one of the underrated players of our generation. Beyond.
I don't know if he's underrated.
He gets overlooked. In this conversation, Thomas Muller gets overlooked more so than I would say anyone in this generation of soccer, in football or soccer, whatever you want to call it.
Greatest ever talks, sure.
He is a prolific. He is brilliant at the basics. He knows where to be. He's not a skiller. He's not He's not flashy. He's not fast. Thomas Muller knows the game. He will finish. He is deadly. He will drop. He has the passing of Kevin De Bruyne, the finishing that you need. Like, he is a complete midfield player. And I would field Thomas Muller in my well beyond that of Wayne Rooney any day of the week, because I know Thomas Muller can make anyone look like Wayne Rooney. Or if not, he can do it himself. Thomas Muller rivals Gold Cup legends for all-time scoring records and took Germany to one, took Barcelona to Bayern Munich to a treble. He's been there. He's consistent. It's year in, year out. You know what to expect. I love Thomas. He's one of my favorite players from our era of the game. I love Thomas Muller. Wayne Rooney can just eat one. I don't care. Don't care. He's a bulldog. Sure, he's good. He doesn't necessarily look like a striker, but yet he is a prolific one. He finishes great. I'm taking Thomas. I don't care. I'm taking Thomas. Yeah. You give me Sir Alex Ferguson. Sir Alex Ferguson is going to make me look like Wayne Rooney. That squad, like, I
don't know, man. I think you're blinded by how much you hate
It's
United.
the United hate, because I got Wayne
Rooney.
No, it's the United hate for sure.
I'm leaning Wayne Rooney.
Did Wayne Rooney ever win a World Cup? No. Did Wayne Rooney ever score 13 goals in a single tournament? No.
He's played for England.
In their golden generation. Look at that England squad and tell me they shouldn't have won one.
Well, I think this is their golden generation.
This might be.
I'm starting to think it is too.
You think this squad's better than
Green and Gold letting one slip through and in a group stage?
I do think this team is better. I think Johnny Stones is better than I mean, don't come at me, but I think Johnny Stones.
Say it, Jake. I will come through this computer so fast.
I think Johnny Stones is up there. I think Johnny Stones is up there with your Rios and your Jerry.
He can do everything.
Your Terrys and your Ferdinands. I think he's up there with them.
But I mean, if we're talking Wayne Rooney, I mean, the dude's a winner.
Yeah.
You call when he was a young player to the goal scoring guy that he became next to Shearer. I mean, you need a goal. Rooney was getting it from you for anywhere.
How many goals does Thomas Muller have versus how many goals does Wayne Rooney have?
You don't want to look at that. You don't want to look at that.
I do.
Because Wayne Rooney
has a ton of goals.
There's only one person that has more England goals. There's one name with more England goals than Wayne Rooney.
I thought Harry Kane was in second.
Nope, Harry Kane's in first.
I thought Shearer was in first.
Not for England.
Oh, you mean England. Sorry.
Not for England. No.
Yeah.
Wayne's 2 on the England list. And Kane just passed him recently. I thought one of those World Cup goals I thought was put him past Rooney. But yeah, man, Rooney was prolific. Rooney's got any kind of goal you want him to score. Header, from header to bicycle, he's got it all. You can't really make the argument of, well, this guy had these guys around him and Muller had this guy around him, because they both had monsters around them. But I would argue that Muller had more of a team for longer periods at Bayern than Rooney did around him at United. I mean, Rooney was playing with Dimitar Berbatov at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, Berbatov won the Golden Boot from the bench that season. Alex Ferguson. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm going Rooney as well. As much as I dislike him.
Muller's a more complete player.
I'm going Thomas Muller, bro. No way.
I mean,
Champions League final. I'm taking Rooney.
It's close. It's close because I'm a Thomas Muller fan. I really am.
Thomas Muller scored in the dimes in Champions League finals.
I mean, Rooney is a champion as well. So
did he score in his final?
I don't know. He's a treble winner as well. He was
a treble winner.
He's on the 08-09 squad. So, or whenever they won the treble, the second one. Not the 99 treble, but the.
I think it's 08-09. That's the year they took us to the Champions League final and we lost in PKs.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one That's the one I'm talking about. That's the team I'm talking about. Yeah. So, yep. I think it's gonna be old Wayne Rooney.
Thomas, you're crazy.
Yeah. What you got, Patrick? Because Patrick didn't give one.
Oh well. Yeah. Deciding vote.
Stay true to the blue, Patrick. Remember your roots.
They're both red. They both play for red teams.
But Thomas hurts less.
Fair.
I think that Thomas Muller is he was very important to Bayern. It's kind of going back to the whole Lahm discussion. The second player would probably be Muller. That played such a role for those Bayern treble winning teams. But there was a time where Rooney was just United. Like they had lost so much. I mean, he wanted to leave after Fergie left. He didn't, even though he asked to. Chelsea was actually the leader to get him, which would have been really weird. Honestly.
Would have been so weird.
It would have been very weird.
It would have been really weird.
But
my man's the third all-time leading goal scorer for Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
That's behind Muller, like the real one, Gerd, and Lewandowski.
Right.
As a midfielder.
So he had 569 appearances in his senior career.
Okay.
237 goals.
Wayne Rooney is number 1 on Man U's list. What else you got?
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. You're talking, I mean, he played for some great United teams, and he was a big piece to them. But even after that, when they weren't great, he was still important. He still was absolutely necessary. I never liked Rooney growing up, as I watched Chelsea play against United and everything. But there was a respect there, and I respect Thomas Muller because he almost beat Chelsea with that header in the 86th minute in the Allianz Champions League final, which he would have had another treble if Chelsea doesn't win that. But I think the sum of all the parts, I got to go with Rooney. I think that if you're talking about somebody scoring in a Champions League final to win it, I think Wayne Rooney's going to pull it off.
Thomas Muller. Muller scored in both of his, man. Both of his. Both finals.
Well, then we'll go a step further. Wayne Rooney scored in MLS too.
There you go.
Here we go.
It's like a rainy night at Stoke.
That matters.
He scored a rainy night at Stoke.
I guarantee Rooney has scored against Stoke City.
I guarantee it. Yes.
Thomas Muller doesn't have that,
That's just a...
Wayne Rooney's record-breaking free kick in injury time earned Manchester United a 1-1 draw at Stoke on Saturday. Substitute Rooney hit a fine effort into the top corner from the edge of the box in the 94th minute, his 250th Manchester United goal to break Sir Bobby Charlton's long standing.
Ooh, see, there it is.
That's
Game
super
over.
clutch. I can't stand him for what he did to City. And that goal is still sick, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a sick goal.
I think
I've seen it like 500 times.
Probably.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Well, there you have it. Look like old Roombug's going to take it, at least here on the Cup Chasers. And we're going to call it a night here for now on the bracket challenge. But go ahead and remember to get the votes in. Bracket's going to be on Instagram stories. It's going to be on Facebook, also on Twitter. So get the votes in where
It's no
you
longer
will.
Twitter. It's no longer Twitter. It's
X.
to be determined.
Whatever. X's name.
X, you should make a claim on that.
You're
Because
still an X.
he's
Yeah.
kind of
I
stealing
thought
from
about making. I
Some
thought
royal-
about making an account. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
because if he got mad at Zuckerberg for copying
get
with
mad at him.
Threads,
I
you
go by X
can
all the
make a
time.
counter.
Yeah. Well, there you go. If you think
Muslim.
if you think X should go ahead and get some royalties from old Elon, go ahead and hit the likes on the channel. Subscribe to the channel as well and get that notification bell on. We'll be back real soon. Thanks for listening and have a good night.